Listen, I'm
I'm
from
doing
Chicago.
good.
I know those Midwest vibes. How's the weather right now?
It's cold. It's cold, and they're saying we're outside today. So God bless.
Nice.
Definitely be bundled up, ski mask maybe.
Why are we going out? Shane Steichen, let's relax.
Hard nose, just me. Gotta stay.
If I were to ask you to describe Shane Steichen, rawr, was that what I just heard? Hard.
No, if I had to describe Shane, it'd probably be just competitive. I mean, he's just always on it. He always trying to compete. Whether he's trying to shoot hoops after practice or after meetings or, offense versus defense. I'm trash talking him the same way talking to our teammates and stuff like that. He takes that stuff personally. He'll get going the same way I get going. So he probably just competitive. That's really the best way I could describe him.
There, what is trash talking Shane Steichen sound like? Give me a little something.
Oh, so we have compete periods, in practice, and we've had them since he's been here, even throughout training camp. Good on good, whether it's 2 minute or red zone, and it's been a couple times we'll start off 2 minute with an interception,
Oh,
and then in a 5 minute period only lasted 20 seconds, and then I got to let him know that like we would like I basically let him know like, look, y'all was supposed to make us better today, and now to get the whole period's over. So then he gets mad. He's like, no, what's up? Run it back, run it back. And I'm like, all right, let's do it then. And then he starts calling a bunch of crazy plays and they score. So that's usually how it goes.
why is he coach of the year?
Man, I mean, honestly, just the situation that we came from last year, just all the turmoil that we had, and for him to just be able to come in and right the ship, to be honest with you, all the adversity that we went through this year, from losing Anthony early, obviously JT coming in a little later as well. I mean, injuries, off the field stuff. I mean, it hasn't been an easy year for him. And, I think he's just done a fantastic job of just keeping everybody on task, keeping the ball rolling. And just, we look before the season, I saw it. Everybody had us winning 3 games. Everybody had us winning 4 games. Now we got an opportunity to, get into the playoffs on Saturday. And I think that, full credit to Shane and the staff and just the mentality that he brought into the building.
Does that fuel you when you see those 3 wins? Can't do it once Anthony Richardson goes down, that you guys can't do anything. What does that do to you?
I mean, I don't really take it too personal. I know how the media is, and it's full of narratives. And when you lose,
Hey,
you when you lose, superstar young quarterback, I get it. All the narratives go bad, but to me, I love proving people wrong. That's just what I thrive under. So when you tell me we ain't gonna win, that just makes me want to win more.
you've been killing it, crushing it. Unbelievable. I'm so happy to talk to you. And I want to congratulate you on doing something that is insane, which is breaking your own record. You did that on Sunday. The
Yeah.
most tackles in a single season as a Colt, 170 and counting with one more game to go. How does that feel?
Man, it's a blessing. It's funny. Last year, I didn't even know I was even close to the record until like a game or two away. Everybody was like, "Hey, you're about to break a franchise record this year." To be honest, my goal was the NFL record. I wanted the 200. That's what I wanted. But
Hmm.
missed the game, and obviously the pace had it slowed up a little bit. But just thankful, obviously, that I could help my team win. Thankful that I was able to make plays to make us better and lead the defense. Obviously my coaches and my teammates keep putting me in position to, make plays, and they depend on me. And to be honest, that's what's most important. So, but it's always great when you get a chance to, write your name in the record books, even if you're writing over your own name.
What has been your favorite tackle, or who's your favorite person to tackle? Give me something as you look back at your season.
This season,
Mhm.
my favorite person to tackle. I mean, obviously the ones that have been the easiest. So probably,
Really? So not Derrick Henry.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna stay out of that one. But
There, tell me what, I mean, I'll never get to do what you do. It's so freaking cool. You're like, then you wanted to hunt, like you're amazing. What is that? Who's the most fun to tackle?
I would honestly say, to be honest, probably Travis Etienne or Bijan, just because
Yeah.
those guys are elusive. I mean, they fast, they got that contact balance. They make people miss in space. So like, when you get them down in space, it's just another notch on your jacket. But I like being challenged. Those two guys are, obviously dynamic. So Probably those two. Etienne's a hell of a player, though. I love playing against him. Since college, he's been a great player. So whenever I get a chance to, go after him, I'm always turned up.
Speaking of running backs, you don't have a bad one in your backfield either.
Oh yeah, no question. Yeah.
What's he like practicing against?
Oh man, he made me better. I tell JT all the time I need him. You know what I mean? I need him out here. Just be able to practice against him, against an elite back with that type of vision, that type of footwork, that type of explosiveness. Like it makes you true, makes you understand, how to really read, when a running back is trying to pick a hole and stuff like that. And then obviously when you're going against a guy like JT, nobody else really compares when you're playing on game day. So they say practice is supposed to be harder than the game, and playing against JT definitely make it easier than the game. So
what a huge game he had last week. Unbelievable. I hope he's a Colt for a long time. Week 18 last year, Colts Texans. You told reporters this week it felt like you were battling for the #1 pick in the draft. So same matchup as last year. Lots changed on the Texans side. We'll get to that. You got a shot at the playoffs. It's high vibes there. Shane Steichen, obviously a huge part of that. Outside of that, what is the biggest difference that you're noticing if you think about where you are right now compared to the same week last year?
Man, I think we just believe in ourselves. I think we just trust each other. It's crazy because I feel like this year we honestly went through, more, controversy, adversity than we actually did last year in a weird way. But I just feel like this team just, at every turn just bonded together, just decided to stick together and fight through everything pretty much no matter what. And, I feel like it's just exciting. We in this, in this moment, you just got to embrace it. Obviously we got a good opponent coming in with CJ and all those boys. But at the end of the day, it's playoff football, early at the top of the year, at home in Lucas Oil, know the fans are going to be turned up, prime time. Look, these are the moments you live for. These are the type of games you when you playing on Madden, you make it prime time at night just because, so, you know what I mean? So
Sarah, that's amazing. Gosh, that's so amazing. I want to know about your quarterback. I've heard Gardner described as a lot of things, right? Sort of like unique, personality, whatever. I've never heard him described as a godsend until you said
Oh man.
You said that. What do you mean?
Yeah, I actually saw that. I'm like, man, they got me on there. What I would say is honestly, like, as you look at throughout the league, you just see so many of these starting QBs going down. You know what I mean? It's an unfortunate part of the game this year. So many great players just been missing so many chunks of the season. And a lot of times you've seen these teams, lose their guy and basically the whole season just falls by the wayside. Having a guy like Gardner on our team, just not only be able to pick up the slack, but to continue to help us lead us to victories and to put us in a position to, to get into the playoffs is just no shorter than just the work that he puts in and the type of player that he is and type of leader he is. And, I'm just thankful that he's on our side,
What's he made of? Like, tell me something about Gardner Minshew. Listen, he won't do an interview. He's very like, you'd think I thought he'd be like all over interviews. He's not, that's not his vibe right now.
Yeah, he's mellow. I mean, he's like a LA boy with all the flow in there. He like the old LA though. Like,
what do you have against LA, Franklin?
You say I don't have anything against LA. I like LA. LA cool. It's not for me. I'm a Philly boy though. You know what I mean? So I'm East Coast vibes. I guess they say we not as nice. That's what they say.
Oh, well, maybe you'll take on Philly in the Super Bowl if y'all keep going the way you're going and tackling the way you're tackling. How do you think this game's going to go this week? What are you focusing on?
I think first and foremost, we got to do a good job of stopping the run. Obviously they, Singletary is their lead guy now, elite footwork, and he's got that burst as well. So definitely got to stop him, make CJ uncomfortable. And at the end of the day, I know, they have a talented team and they got playmakers on their side and we got playmakers on our side. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. It's going to come down to somebody having to make a play. Somebody going to have to step up. And I'm looking forward to being that one.
Oh, listen, I want to shout out your podcast, season 1 of The Trenches.
Sure. Of The Trenches. Shout out to The Trenches for sure. Myself, EJ Speed, Tim Crossan, and Jada.
You're interviewing players. You're hitting all the big topics. Hip drop, tackle, defensive player of the year. Is there somebody on your wish list that you want to have on your podcast?
Well, so my dream episode that I've been trying to get is impossible because their schedules are ridiculous. But I'm trying to get Reggie and Cato on there to talk about that 06 team. They were supposed to come during the bye week, and then Reggie, you can tell him I said this too. Reggie got out of town on me. He got out of town on me. So, but I definitely would love. I feel like me and EJ, we the young guys. You know, we in the league, we doing our thing. I want to hear from the old heads. You know, get their perspective too. So when we get some time, we're gonna get Reggie and Cato on there, and I know that's gonna be a great episode.
Listen, if you can get Gardner, I try to get Gardner every week. I'm not kidding. I'm everyone we can. I'm like, can I go through his family, his marketing rep? Can we what do we need to do to get Gardner? He will not. He just won't do it. If you can get Gardner, I will be so jealous. I bet you could get him.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we gotta get Anthony too, man. I definitely gotta hear. Definitely gotta hear from young GVO for sure.
How's Anthony doing? I know this is a lot of adversity. He's only going to be better for it. It's a chapter in his story. What's his role on the team right now?
Man, I would just say, just support. He's that cheerleader. He's the, support. He's still a leader. He's still got influence on the team. Obviously, as a young dude, I feel like we all understand, like, you come in with high expectations, a lot of goals, and for that to get cut short, it's tough. It's probably, some of the most adversity that he'll go through in his career. But, he's honestly just taking full advantage of it. It's good to have him back in the building, back around the guys. He's out of that sling, so now I know he's feeling more like himself, and getting back to being him, and I know that's great for him. So, but it's also a great experience for him too, to kind of see the highs and lows of the season, how we had to work through it, from that third person point of view, knowing that when he get in next year, it's all good, it's all gas.
I love it. I think I don't know if this guy will make your cut for In the Trenches, but I do have a message for you. If you're familiar, want to talk to the OGs. Here's Dwight Freeney.
Oh, Zaire, Syracuse University. What's up, man? I see you out there balling. Keep doing your thing, man. I'm rooting you on, boy. Do your thing, baby.
Oh, yes, sir. Shout out Freeney.
That's pretty crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah, I need that video. That's crazy. Yeah, shout out to Freeney. Legend. Syracuse legend. Yeah, I need Freeney. Freeney got a slide, too. Yeah, we definitely. And Marvin. Shout out to Marvin.
Yeah, you get Freeney. I'll help you. I'll get you the video. I'll help you get Freeney. You got to help me get Gardner.
I'll put a word in for you.
Listen, enjoy it this week. I like that you want the moment. You want to change the settings on Madden to give you the big moment, to make the big play, and I hope you do it. Congratulations, just like Freeney is saying. I know it doesn't matter for me, but your success has been really inspiring. Everything you do in the community is inspiring, so just keep it going.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Go Kick Ass.
I appreciate you.